like to welcome everyone to our 2023 commencement ceremony. We extend a special thank you to our Superintendent, Dr. Anthony Jackson, Board of Education Chair, Mr. Gary Leonard, Vice Chair, Ms. Dale Turner, and board members, Ms. Julie Brudenstein and Ms. Jane Allen Wilson, and all of our Central Services staff. We would also like to recognize former Chatham Central Principal, Dr. Carla Eanes. Thank you all for your continued support and opportunities you have provided our students throughout the years. At this time, please stand. Gentlemen, remove your hats and join us as a student Alyssa Neal leads us in the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by student Allison Bender with the National Anthem.
Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the national anthem.
Thank you. You may be seated. As part of the class of 2023, I would like to extend my gratitude to everyone who contributed in helping us achieve this great milestone as high school graduates. To our families, who have provided us with love, guidance, support, means of transportation, and most of all, a strong backbone of morals and beliefs. We thank you for all the wonderful learning moments and memories over the past 18 years. To our teachers, whether it be our kindergarten teacher who taught us how to write our name, or our freshman year English teacher who taught us the proper way to write an essay, we would like to thank you for the countless hours you have spent teaching us the fundamental life lessons we need. You have dared us to dream bigger, reach higher, and think deeper. So for that, we thank you. To our friends who have been right beside us all throughout school, you have offered encouragement, emotional support through trials and tribulation, and the joy of camaraderie. We thank you. Finally, but most importantly, to the Lord Almighty who has impacted each and every one of our lives, we thank you for your love. As we get older, we continue to seek your guidance as we open the door to our futures. Whether our journey takes us to college, the workforce, or fighting for our wonderful country, we know that you have a plan for all of us to do great things that will impact other people. As the Lord says in Jeremiah 29:11, "For I know the plans for you. They are plans for good and not for disaster, to give you a future and a hope. With this hope, we will be successful in making our dreams a reality." Without the people mentioned earlier, the class of 2023 would not be who we are today. To the teachers, coaches, mentors, family members, siblings, friends, pastors, and everyone else who has touched a graduate's life, we would like to thank you for your love, protection, and guidance. Our futures are brighter because of the strong foundation you have laid for us. Please join us for a moment of silence. Thank you.
I always knew this day would come. We'd be standing one by one with our future in our hands. So many dreams, so many plans. I always knew after all these years there'd be laughter, there'd be tears, but never thought I'd walk away with so much joy but so much pain. And it's so hard to say goodbye, but yesterday's gone. We gotta keep moving on. I'm so thankful for the moments, so glad I got to know ya. The times that we had, I'll keep like a photograph and hold you in my heart forever. I'll always remember you. Another chapter in the book. Can't go back, but you can look. And there we are on every page. Memories I'll always save. Up ahead, only open doors. Who knows what we're heading towards? I wish you love, I wish you luck. For you the world just opens up, but it's so hard to say goodbye. Yesterday's gone, we gotta keep moving on. I'm so thankful for the moments, so glad I got to know ya. The times that we had, I'll keep like a photograph and hold you in my heart forever. I'll always remember you. Every day that we had, all the good, all the bad, I'll keep them here inside. All the times that we share, every place, everywhere, you touched my life. Yeah, one day we'll look back, we'll smile and we'll laugh, but right now we just cry, 'cause it's so hard to say goodbye. Yesterday's gone, we gotta keep moving on. I'm so thankful for the moments, so glad I got to know ya. The times that we had, I'll keep like a photograph and hold you in my heart forever. I'll always remember you. I'll always remember you.
Good evening. My name is Haston Page. It is my honor to share with you a little about the legacy that the class of 2023 has left on Chatham Central. The class of 2023 has made a tremendous impact on Chatham Central, from our academic accolades to achieving first in school history and fine arts, competing at national competitions in our CTE classes, to claiming state titles in sports. As I began to think about the word history and legacy and what those words truly entail, I thought about the fact that I've been learning about history for probably longer than any of my classmates. I had the opportunity to learn about history 9 months before I was even born, thanks to my mom being a history teacher. Dr. Seuss once said, "Sometimes you never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory." This quote resonated with me as I went down memory lane, and I hope it will with you as we travel back in time over the last 4 years. Value each of these memories because value each of these moments before they become memories. We entered the doors ready to take on Chatham Central and everything it had to offer. We quickly figured out we were not going to get lost trying to find our way to classes, and that it would not take us long to get to know everyone. Our freshman year, we had many interesting events, such as Carol in England getting lost trying to find her way to PE class. There is only one gym at Chatham Central. Speaking of the gym, this is where many of my classmates that freshman year took part in what might have been Ryder Anderson's first entrepreneurship. His career as a future boxer quickly came to an end when his ring was shut down. We also joined new clubs and participated in community events. Caitlin Burris completed the Buddy Walk with BBA in Greensboro as we entered the world of high school athletics. The class of 2023 also made notable strides. Many of us joined the varsity football team as freshmen and made notable wins over the Northmore Mustangs with a 38-6 victory. The student body cheered us on with some fun theme nights, such as Neon Night, Tropical Night, and American Night. Tally Davis, Olivia Brooks, Ellie Phillips, and Allison Bender joined the women's tennis team, which finished second in the conference and gained the regional runner-up title. Travis Chrisman and Davis Griffin ran cross-country, helping the men's team finish third in the conference, while Kaylee Green qualified for regionals in cross-country. Mary Gaines, Emer Willett, Meredith Peel, Ashton Wilkes, and Leslie De La Santiago were all members of the JV volleyball team. They ended the season with 10 conference wins and the highlight of beating JM. Our JV boys basketball team had a 22-1 record and ended the season in first place in the conference. As the spring athletic season rolled around, we were ready to get outside and participate in sports, but unfortunately, this season was cut short. The day which we will live in infamy for the class of 2023 is March 13th, 2020. Little did we know when we left the school building that Friday afternoon, we would not be back for the next 10 months. Friends we were just making, routines we were just establishing, and life as a normal high school student quickly came to an end. From March 2020 to January 2021, the only history we have comes from little black boxes on computer screens. I can tell you that Colton Walters holds the record for sleeping during Miss Albright's Zoom classes, and no one will forget William Douglas face-planting during a Zoom scavenger hunt. Our sophomore year, we continued with online learning. We would return to the classroom in January of 2021, very different from how we left it. We transitioned into AB schedule with restrictions such as eating lunch in classrooms, wearing masks, and having to be spaced 6 feet apart. The sports seasons occurred with limited schedules, and games were canceled due to COVID concerns. Inside Sports only allowed 25 fans in the gym. Although life was different, the class of 2023 still made strides. This year, Reagan Mize qualified for regionals in golf, for softball. Carolyn England, Karen Barrows, Emma Hart, Brandon Loposse, Meredith Pill, and Ashton Wilkes were vital members of the team, and we continued to see the power of both Mary Gaines and Jed Williams as they helped the team place second in the conference and make it to the second round of the state playoffs. There were also some memorable moments within the walls of the school. Travis Chrisman sang the entire national anthem during American History 1. He thought he could sing it better than Whitney Houston. Alana Curiel and Pax Morgan always left their artwork on the desk. The drawings are probably still there. During junior year, we were finally able to experience a normal high school year for the first time. We were able to see each other's faces and experience things such as powder puff, clubs, and sports, with full stands and stadiums. We saw many firsts during this year, such as the football team ending a 52-year losing streak to JM. Livy Brooks and Elliot Phillips became 1A double state runner-ups in tennis. Livy was named Player of the Year for the Mid-Carolina 1A, 2A All-Conference, and the team went undefeated in conference. For golf, Reagan Mize and Corbin Allen competed in the state tournament. Our men's varsity basketball team finished second in the conference, and our women's varsity team traveled 9 hours to Oakwood. The baseball team made it to the fourth round of the state playoffs, and the varsity softball team finished as the Mid-Carolina Conference Tournament champions. In track and field, Elliot Phillips, Livy Brooks, Jelly Martin, Austin Reed, and Kelly Greens all competed to regionals. Outside of sports, Caleb Cleary was named the Student of the Year in Cybersecurity. Many other classmates were active in clubs such as FFA, FBLA, HOSA, ARC, and Big Buddy Adventures. Classmates Matthew Smith, William Morris, Michaela Odom, Leslie De La Sancha, Reagan Mize, and Emma Hart were named league crew leaders. We started off our final year of high school with a senior sunrise breakfast in the parking lot. It was supposed to be on the football field, but we set it for another day. This year we added dance and theater to our school, where Natavia Bell and Callie Phillips received outstanding awards. Carolyn England became the first known CCHS student to successfully audition for the North Carolina Bandmasters Association Central District Honors Band, and Christian Padilla, who was planning to audition to join the prestigious Marine Band. We also have 6 seniors who have signed an intent to join our nation's military. Hunter Bray, Christian Padilla, and Jaden Hill intend to join the Marines. Eric Johnson intends to join the Navy, and Judith Barrows and Mac Luther intend to join the Army. Other notable honors this year include Hunter Cheek, who received the rank of Eagle Scout. Ian Jones, William Morris, Hunter Cheek, Aaron Burke, Corbin Allen, and Connor Hammer, who serve as volunteer firefighters for our community. I would also like to recognize Thomas McLeod, who has completed a paid internship with United Refrigeration Incorporated and has been rewarded a full-time employment following graduation. On the courts and the field, the class of 2023 once again made multiple accomplishments. Reagan Mize and Corbin Allen were both qualified for states in golf. Reagan Mize, Meredith Peel, and Ashton Wilkes and Jelly Williams were all named All-Conference in golf. This year, Livy Brooks and Ellie Phillips became 1A state doubles tennis champions, while the tennis team earned the title of dual team runner-up in the state tournament. Livy was named Player of the Year and received the State Sportsmanship Award. Haston Pragen and Brandon Toomer were named All-Conference in football, and our basketball teams both had a winning season, with Jayla Williams and Brandon Toomer named All-Conference. Austin Reed and Livy Brooks and Kelly Green were all qualified for states in track and field. Kelly was a 1A Mid-East Regional High Jump champion and placed 4th at state. Abby Johnson and Olivia Jones were All-Conference in volleyball, and Olivia will continue her volleyball career at Meredith College. Colin Evans was named All-Conference in wrestling. Jayla Williams and Mary Gaines were both named All-Conference in softball. Jayla, a 2-time Conference Player of the Year, is in softball and is committed to play softball at App State this fall. Mary is a 2-time Conference Pitcher of the Year. Travis was named All-Conference in baseball, and just recently, Meredith Peel received the Distinguished Female Athlete Award, and Travis Christman received the Senior Distinguished Male Athlete Award. Jayla Williams was named Female Athlete of the Year. Allison Benner made the Mars Hill Honor Choir, and Brandy Lopasi, Natavia Bell, and Michelle Teague participated in all-county chorus. Haley Carlson placed 2nd in Skills USA state competition in commercial baking, and Jonathan Atkinson placed 2nd in community service and will be representing in North Carolina in the National Skills for USA for Career Pathways Showcase this summer. I'll also share that Shoal Burke has been the North Carolina Hunter Jumper Association state champion every year since 2019. Our senior class had many academic accomplishments. Spencer Odom and Julie Jamison both received awards for computer science, technology, and skills USA. Haley Carlton and Jonathan Atkinson both had a first-place finish. Emma Hart and Travis Kissman were recognized for their academic success in business essentials and horticulture. Callie Phillips was named the D-Ball Outstanding Senior. Many of our classmates were dedicated to our Fine Arts program, where Charlie Bernero received the Director's Award for guitar, and Carolyn England and Christian Padilla for high school musicians. Carolyn England, Michelle Teague, and Allison Bender and Autumn Lewis were recognized for their outstanding performances in theater and chorus. Austin Reed, Natavia Bell, Haley Leitner, Pax Morgan, Callie Suits, Allison Bender, Alara Curiel, Kelly Green, Julie Jamison, and Jamie Smith all received excellence in visual arts. We were also able to share a laugh over the senior superlatives that we voted on this year, like Ryder Anderson and Michaela Odom being voted for Born in the Wrong Decade, or Colin Evans and Kelsey Taylor being voted for the worst class of senioritis. And let's not forget, not that we could, that Caitlin Barrows and Matthew Smith for the most distinct laugh. Reality Sandoval joined the newspaper and served as the head journalist for our Bear Facts. Dylan Branch became one of the most organized seniors with a Steeler notebook and excellent focus notes. Emma Hart gets the award for most dedicated Taylor Swift fan, as she opted to miss our senior prom this year to see Taylor Swift in concert in Atlanta. If you ever need a good laugh, call Taylor Davis, because she always has the best stories to tell, especially right in the middle of class. So as I look back at the memories that we have made over the last 4 years, I try not to only remember the good times, but also the times that challenge us. It is the highs and the lows that mold us into who we become. Whether you're headed off to 2-year college, a 4-year college, the military, or straight into the workforce. Always follow your heart and remember where it started. Dr. Seuss once said, "Don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened." Thank you.
Good evening. It's a privilege to address my classmates and our honored guests who are here with us this evening. I went in a million directions with this speech. I even tried to think of quotes from To Kill a Mockingbird since we all read that freshman year. Or at least we were supposed to. Eventually, I realized the things we needed to hear have been repeated to me over and over in my own home. For y'all who may not know, my mother likes words, and she's happy to give you a free sermon on various topics anytime she deems it necessary. Words of wisdom, life advice, those are too much to share with you tonight, so you can go ahead and breathe a sigh of relief. But there are a few one-liners that play on a loop in our house and in my head that apply to us in this moment as a class. Shoulders back. Good Lord. If I've heard this once, I've heard it a million times. I always find it funny to watch everyone else when she says shoulders back to me. Those in earshot usually automatically adjust their own posture, pulling their shoulders back on cue. Some of you may have done that just now. Over the years, I've come to realize her battle cry of shoulders back isn't about posture at all. It's about the way we present ourselves to the world. We want to be confident and to exude strength of mind and character to all we encounter. That's been important to us as a class up to this point, but it's about to become even more imperative. We're all heading out on our own journeys where we will meet new people who don't know one thing about us. First impressions matter, and as we encounter others and have new experiences, we need to carry ourselves in a way that shows the confidence we have in ourselves and our abilities. We are ready for these next chapters, and we need to write them with our shoulders back. Then there's the phrase for work ethic. Whether it's in regards to academics, sports, or a project at hand, it's always, if you're going to do it 100%. This one seemed to be on repeat anytime I grumbled about year-round tennis work. Maybe there was a weekend tournament I didn't want to go to. Maybe there was a clinic I felt like skipping. I would always be reminded of the goal I had set for myself. And here, if you're going to do it at 100%. We've all made choices for our future, next steps. Let's go into our first steps beyond high school, giving it our all. The transition to college, military, the apprenticeships, and the workforce will not be easy for many of us. But if you're going to do it at 100%. And as we all move to our next phases, don't fall into the trap of comparing yourself to others. Instagram perfect pictures and Snapchat memories can give us severe FOMO. What am I missing? Am I behind? Is someone else doing better than I am? When those worrisome questions start running through your head, hear these words: you do you. Theodore Roosevelt said it much more eloquently when he said, "Comparison is the thief of joy." If old Teddy only knew the world we live in now, he'd see how truly prophetic his words were. We are blessed and cursed to live in an age where everyone's journey is on display. It's human nature to compare. But fight that urge. Instead, make yourself the cheerleader for your people. Be happy for them without reading their success as your failure. We are all on our own unique paths with different timelines. None of our next chapters will look exactly the same, nor should they. There should be no shame in all the changes of courses, failures, and resets, as they are what will ultimately make us better. You do you. As we step beyond high school, let's don't forget about the importance of how we treat others. Pretty is as pretty does. This phrase has been passed down for generations through my family. Real beauty shines through kindness and generosity, not through your outward appearance. How we treat others should be a priority to our class as we move on from high school. We've lived in a small community and went to high school and other elementary schools together for years. We know each other well. That history earns us a lot of grace. We're about to have new people in our lives, and leading with kindness and respect should be a priority for us. I was always told, you don't have to be everyone's friends, but you do have to be kind to everyone. Take heed to that advice as you create your new reputation. Pretty is as pretty does. Make your post-high school self oh so pretty. Another phrase I often hear is slow your roll. Whether rushing through the house, hastily finishing an assignment, driving too fast, or rushing through college, I've heard my mother say, slow your roll. As a class, I know we are eager and excited to start our next steps, but we shouldn't be so hasty that we speed through. The next phases are not a race. Take the time to enjoy the journey, to reflect on things as you go, to make small shifts, and to make big changes in the goals you think you have for yourself now. Unless you move thoughtfully through these next few very important years, you may miss something. There's no prize for speeding through as you navigate what you want to do with your life. Slow your roll and give yourself time to go into your future with the assurance that you have taken time to make the right choices for you. So, class of 2023, as I wrap up, I implore you to take your next steps beyond high school with confidence, with your shoulders back, while giving 100% to whatever it is you choose to do. I ask that you do you without comparing yourself to others and their journeys. I beg of you to be kind to others. Pretty is as pretty does. I ask that you slow your roll enough to enjoy the journey and learn from mistakes and failure along the way. And although I will admit that my mother is almost always right with what she says, Mom, inappropriate does, in fact, usually equal funny. But I'll save that for another day. Thank you.
Welcome to all the family and friends of our graduates. At this time, we will be presenting their diplomas. We ask that you hold all applause until the end. At this time, will a first section of graduates please rise and join me at the stage? Tess Nicole Adio. Corbin Reed Allen. Kylie Sue Allred. Diamond Cherie Alston. Ryder Bo Anderson. Kelsey Meredith Andrews. Jonathan Reed Atkinson. Brianna Lee Barnes. Caitlin Jamie Barrows. Reagan Martha Barrows. Natavia Cars Bell. Allison K. Bender. Charles Benjamin Berriondo. Judith Yolanda Barrows Miranda. Dylan Keith Branch. Hunter Burks Bray. Skylar Annette Brigham. Caleb Alston Brooks. Olivia Grace Brooks. Erin Virginia Burke. Shoal Marie Burkhead. Haley Doan Carlton. William Hunter Cheek. Caleb Edward Cleary. Jade Nicole Coates. Travis Stephen Chrisman. Alani Jade Curiel. Tally Elizabeth Davis. Leslie de la Sancha Arroyo. William Martin Douglas. Jason Michael Downing II. Bryson Lee Edwards. Caitlin Nicole Elkins. Carolyn Rose England. Colin Lee Evans. Faith Alexandria Farthing. Mary Landon Gaines. Kaylee Page Green. Davis Michael Griffith. Brandon Timothy Hallman. Connor Alston Hammer. Linda Emma Grace Hart. Waylon Tyleek Jaden Hill. Eliza Brooke Holt. Sarah Kate Faith Howard. Rodrigo Jaimez Hernandez. Julie Alexis Jameson. Abby Grace Johnson. Please join me at this time in congratulating our first group of graduates. Alyssa Nicole Neal. Ian Lewis Jones. Olivia Jane Jones. Tristan Thomas Hardy Jones. Owen Andrew Kirk. Madison Brooks Kirkman. Caleb Gregory Lamons. Autumn Jade Lewis. Haley Sue Leitner. Brandy Marie Lopasi. Mac Dayton Luther. Gabriel Manjares. Jaylee Carolyn Martin. Thomas Preston Woodrow McLeod. Keegan Thomas McQuaid. Alayla Patricia Mendez Vasquez. Reagan Tess Mize. Pax Rain Morgan. William Jacob Morris. Jacob Garrett Odom. Michaela Janine Odom. Spencer Norman Odom. Christian Anthony Padilla. Haston Trace Page. Leland Darrell Sadeko Patricio. Joshua Deshawn Pershaw. Meredith Gray Peel. Austin Ray Perez. Ellie Claire Phillips. Callie Madeline Phillip. Parker Cohen Poe. Alston James Reed. Reality Paige Sandoval. Jamie Louise Smith. Oh. Nicholas Antonio Rynell. Jamie Louise Smith. Matthew Logan Smith. Kaylee Elizabeth Suits. Kelsey Lee Taylor. Michelle Catherine Teague. Brandon Jameer Toomer. Colton Wayne Walters. Brianna Page Wesley. Ashton Lynn Wilkes. Emery Grace Willett. Jaylee Elizabeth Williams. Michael Todd Williams. At this time, please join me in congratulating our second group of graduates.
Students, families, and all of our guests, this is the moment you have all been waiting for. Graduates, please stand. By the authority vested in me by the state of North Carolina and the Chatham County Board of Education, I declare you graduates of Chatham Central High School, class of 2023. You may now turn your tassels. Congratulations. We can stay standing. I think it's like we're marching out.